But see how it makes a ripple here? It's because the head is really big. So I might even do 2 spots. 1, 2, and then come at the side and hit the head here.
Okay.
This is the tail, but coming up here too superficially, you could hit the frontalis, and then that would give her just a heavy like frontal droop. So the tail, I just come at this way.
Okay.
But she's one where I'm gonna say, you're probably gonna have to come back in a couple weeks because I'll probably have to add some more because this is strong. I call this like a caveman. That's the one kind of corrugator I have. So Proceris is really thick and heavy, so relax for me. Proceris comes all the way up here. It's Latin for tree or tall like a tree, so I come up here and it means long. So I'd probably do one up here, frown, where it bulges, and then relax. I might do one on the nasalis where the Proceris meets the nasalis too. Here.
Okay, so take away this one right here, right?
You can do that one too. Frown. I would just maybe do 1, 2, 3 instead, and just move that one down a little bit more.
Okay.
So because you're 1.5, so it spreads a little bit easier. So frown, same thing here. A wide head, so maybe 1, 2, 3 injection points. 1, 2, 3 injection points. 1, 2, 3 injection points, and then relax. Which medial aspect is lower?
Which medial aspect is lower?
Oh, thank you.
I think this one's lower. The left, or this one? The left side?
Yeah. So this whole side of her face is lower, but I really look at this part of her eyebrow because this is where people mostly complain is this right here. They're like, I want this higher. So the only way to elevate the medial aspect is to relax her corrugator and her Proceris and leave this part of her frontalis alone. So you want to go deep. So frown, deep, deep, halfway deep, and then leave that frontalis alone. And then my secret is just relax, is hitting here. I think this is the supercilii, so hitting this part I think really allows that depressor frown, because when you hit the depressor it will no longer depress. Relax, and this elevator, her frontalis, is gonna lift.
Okay.
So when they get heaviness here in 2 weeks, I have them frown again, and I look if they still have movement here. That's why I'm gonna hit them more there.
Okay.
So I just look if they're frozen there in 2 weeks. I'm like, oh, then I probably went too heavy on the frontalis. And I just tell them that will resolve. So like you can still, if they're frozen here, I might put a couple units in this corrugator to release it deep, and a couple on the lateral aspect of orbicularis oculi.
Okay. So would you do like 5, 5, 5, 5, 3, 2, 3, 3?
I might do. I mean, your dosing is gonna be weird for the first couple of months. Totally, that's fine, because like in your head, you're not gonna know what to do. But this side is lower than the side, so I want to do a higher dose.
Okay.
To get it higher, so that I might do, I would say maybe 4 and 3, so that head would equal 7.
Oh yes.
And the tail maybe 4.
Okay.
Just especially too, the tail is the risky part, so the less dose you do it, you get in the frontalis, that won't be a huge deal.
Okay.
But you're Asian and super hooded because she's a fat pad here. So, and like, see, you can't see her eyelid. So she's gonna have some swelling there, regardless of what we do. But the more I hit the frontalis, then she's gonna have more heaviness and feel like, oh my gosh, I'm so heavy. Yeah. And then this brow's lower, so temporal fusion line's where I'm starting. You did perfect. Smile as big as you can. Relax. Smile as big as you can. Perfect. The only thing I would add is maybe one more lateral.
Okay.
So remember, you have, this is a longer muscle here. It's like the Saturn rings. So you did the inner circle really well. I would do just an extra.
Okay.
And if you don't do it, who cares? But that's gonna just make you better.
Okay.
And then raise up. So this looks awesome. She's gonna have spiking, so I might move this one. I might just do 1 unit here.
Okay.
And keep that. Raise up.
Would I keep the one
Yeah,
up here in the hairline?
definitely the hairline. And then this, I would just do 1 here.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong with leaving it alone, and then come back in 2 weeks and you'd be like, oh yeah, there's a spike there. And then 1 here.
Okay.
Smile. Yeah, she's really strong here, and she complained about this. So I might add a couple more out here. Just maybe 1 unit farther out.
Okay.
To open that up more.
Okay. Awesome.
Smile as big as you can. Super big. Yeah. And then under her eye, this just makes me better than everybody else. Is I will do 1 right under here.
Okay.
She has no fat hypertrophy. There's no fluid under her eyes. There's no bags under her eyes. She's young. She has good skin. So that's just going to take care of that wrinkle.
Okay.
But I tell them, like, hey, I'm just going to let you know I'm going to go under the eye. And people sometimes get freaked out about that. Explain to them why not to get freaked out. The freakiest place is on the forehead.
Yes.
Because that's making them heavy. This area is going to actually lift them.
Right here, right?
Yep. I love how
Little
you're
pitch.
holding the inside of the orbital rim. Keep going.
I can't see.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Perfect.
Awesome. That was perfect. All right. Let me get that tail. Can you squint really hard?
I think do 2. Remember, you're
Oh,
gonna
yes. The 2.
do the whole, and then I would do, yeah, go deep. Perfect. And maybe like 4 hash marks. Beautiful.
Good. Is that 4?
Yep.
Awesome.
I end up crying from the pinches.
I can give you a gauze if you start to tear up. I do that too. And then squish, frustrated face really hard. Squint.
And
This
hold
And
that
hold.
time. Yeah.
Okay.
You're gonna go up the side.
Okay. Okay. Perfect. And do like 4, right?
Mm-hmm. Good.
Awesome.
That's awesome. That is the thick corrugator.
Yes, very strong there. Okay, I'm gonna do your Proceris. And we're doing 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Turn her to you so you can
Oh,
see
yes.
her.
Come look towards me, please. Awesome. Go right here.
Mm-hmm.
Deep. Down here.
Perfect. Lower.
Right here?
Lower.
Here?
Yeah. Yeah.
Just let me know because I'm just like watching. Oh yeah.
That's good.
Good. And then scrunch up like a bunny. Scrunch up like a bunny.
Squish your nose.
Scrunch your nose up like your
I
bunny.
don't know what it is.
Yeah, so she doesn't have a lot of movement here. If she had like tons of ripples there, I might add. Just because remember, if you knock out her Proceris, her adjacent muscle to that is nasalis.
And this is the one I can also like
Yeah.
do upright. So she doesn't have a ton, so we don't need to really treat that one. Okay. All right. Let me get around your eyes.
Yay, Mopus.